Hello there, and welcome back to the Seasonal Storm. My name is Jess, and it's finally fall, and we're going to get started with our fall decorating by decorating my parents' porch. We're going to DIY these floral arrangements, including using some recycled supplies, as well as some elements from nature, and everything else is from the thrift store or Dollar Tree. So if that interests you, come on along as we DIY yet another seasonal project. I'm so excited to have you here, and if you're interested in videos such as this, feel free to like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Or even better yet, follow me on my social media platforms for future projects. Now we're going to get started. Everyone has seen these fall trees in Hobby Lobby and Michael's and on Amazon. I went and harvested a branch from my yard. I'm wrapping these $5 leaf lights from Dollar Tree around sporadically on the branch, and I'm going to use my hot glue, and I'm going to adhere some of these garlands that I actually had from a previous year. I got a pack of 13 of these on Amazon for $6, so these are really inexpensive. And as you can see, I'm kind of just filling in the empty spaces, and I wanted to make sure I matched maple leaves with maple leaves. Now we're going to go ahead and hot glue on our garlands just kind of at the ends. That way we can reuse these in a future project in future years. So I'm kind of just securing my ends, but I wrap them fairly tight and they should be able to hold up to the wind. And after I get these glued on, I'm going to go ahead and add on my burlap leaves. Now I will say, you'll notice I've got sheets on top of my guest bed. I needed a big space to craft on, and I didn't want to potentially damage my table, so I just threw some old sheets on a guest bed, and this is where I'm working today. So I've gone ahead and I've added my burlap leaves. And as we go through, I'm pretty much just looking for gaps. If I can hide those wires, which quite frankly don't show up very well anyway. And I'm just kind of seeing, do things look balanced, whatever. Now I know the burlap doesn't quite match the leaves, but I think that that's okay here. I think it adds a little bit of something. But if that's not your preference, that's okay. Leave this step out. Now next step, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the tags from my Dollar Tree pumpkins. I'm going to hot glue on the back of my Dollar Tree sign and attach it to this yard stake, but then I'm going to duct tape it just to be extra safe and just to be sure. And after adding some kebab skewers to my pumpkins, we're going to switch gears. You might recognize this footage from a previous fall video where I do all my fall florals, but I thrifted the grapevine wreath base and then this floral. Normally these ringlets go around the base of a cloche or a vase, but I'm using it for the center of a wreath. This is a hack that I love, and both those together I think were less than like $5 at the thrift store. And I'm going to adhere this what I'm using is the base to that grapevine wreath with those burlap leaves and their little wire pieces. Now I'm going to make just a big fluffy bow. I'm adhering the bow. I'm only doing one bow on this wreath. And then where there's gaps between the grapevine and that centerpiece, I'm adding just some fall leaves. I'm sticking with the maple theme that goes with the tree, and then I'm adding some of these apricot mums. So we're keeping a lot of really soft oranges, some fun burgundies and reds that are really on trend for this fall season, but also all these colors reflect my mom's fall decor significantly more than my home decor, which is why we're decorating my mom's porch. So here we are on my mom's porch. You'll see a ghost hand from the corner. That's my mom's, and she and I are chit-chatting there a little bit. Wreath is the first thing to go up, and it might seem a little bit small for the space, but don't worry, this tree is really filling things out. So here's an up close of that wreath, and again, including the thrifted pieces and my Dollar Tree pieces, I'd say I'm less than $7 in on the wreath. And then for the tree, I gathered the branch from nature. The leaf lighted garland is $5 from Dollar Tree. 2 packs of burlap leaves, so another $2.50 there. And then we're gonna get into these bases here in just a second. But this is a really affordable porch project. Okay, so I have my 2 little signs. I picked them in color palettes that really complement each other. And you're going to see as I start to play around with which sign goes where, I'm going to anchor my sign with, I'm using some pipe cleaners. You could use floral, wire, or yarn, or whatever suits you best. And I've anchored those to the back. Now in the base of my planters, I have some rocks and bits from the yard. And then there's a big rock in the base of that tall planter, and we're just using what we have. So we already had these planters on site. Now my mom also had some recyclables, and we're really upcycling here. I'm going to use these recycled bottles in the tall planter to elevate my pumpkins and my florals and really give them somewhere to sit. So I'm going to start kind of plopping them in and seeing where do they look best under this cute pumpkin patch sign. And you'll notice I also pick my pumpkins to reflect the colors in the signs as well. Now my mom had these florals and has been using these florals for many years. So these were not factored into the budget, and I'm a big fan of reusing what we already have every year. There's no need to go out and buy all new decor, all new florals, all new everything to go with every single new trend. I think it's fun to buy a few new pieces every year and kind of see how your style changes. Obviously, my mom has been decorating her home, our home, for the seasons in fall and all of those good things my entire life. So she knows what she likes, and I'm not going to try to influence her to anything new, but I thought she might enjoy some pops of the pinks with the signs, but you'll notice we're not really changing out anything major. And we did not add any new major fall florals to her collection with this DIY. And this is also going on the porch. So ultimately, if any of these pieces get damaged by the weather, I want them to be, no love lost. Now you'll notice this odd dome shaped thing. That's actually a floral hanging basket that I flipped upside down. We're at the end of the season. My flowers are dead. And so I'm putting this on loan to help elevate her fall decor for this year and also give somewhere safe. So I've split my florals to go around those bars, as you can kind of see, and that way it'll help hold them in a little bit more. And then I'm taking another recyclable with that orange juice bottle and putting it in the center to have somewhere to put my pumpkin skewers and some florals as well as that sign. So at this point, I am literally just figuring out how I can twist and weave my pieces in and where they make the most sense. And right now, if you're thinking, oof, those pumpkins keep falling out, you can anchor this further with foam if you want to. We're not going to do that because it's going to get so packed in with stuff that things aren't going to be moving very much anyway. Also, I did this right after work, so if I look crazy, it's because I had just worked a full work day. But I'm also making sure that sometimes floral heads can pop off. Don't throw away your florals. They pop right back on. Some people, I don't know if everyone knows that. I take the heads off of my florals all the time and use them for different projects. So if you ever see that and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this girl ruins everything she works with. Nope, it's not. It's on purpose. So I'm going through and I'm continuing to add my florals in, and I kind of like the mix of the greenery with these fun oranges, and I like that it makes the pumpkins look like they're really growing out of this little kind of garden scene that we're building out on my parents' porch. Now I will say I love that this type of fall decor is going to transition so well from early fall all the way through Thanksgiving. And there you'll see at the very end where we add some elements just for Halloween. My mom is a pretty traditional person, so she's not putting out Halloween before October, and Halloween will be put back away before Thanksgiving. But overall, I think this is just such a beautiful and simple fall decor idea, and I just really love that it brings in a few trending pieces but really keeps the traditional colors going. So let's just take a quick look at the finished products of our Dollar Tree signs, our Dollar Tree pumpkins, and our reused season after season much loved florals, along with our elements brought in from nature, this fun DIY, and then even this thrifted wreath. And of course we have to show it at night where we get a really fun soft glow from the garland, and I think you could even add some twinkle lights in with your florals should you want to. And here's a sneak peek of how to look for Halloween once we get our Halloween pumpkins out. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy fall!